Welcome to another episode of Did You Know Juneau? Today we're going to talk about some local things. We're going to have an interview about taxes by Frank Bergstrom, and we're just going to get into it. Yeah, so first up actually is the weather. The weather has been awesome, guys. I mean, we've had such a great July. I'm really surprised. I didn't think it would last this long. I saw at the beginning of the month that, okay, we're going to have the amazing week, 4th of July week, always have that amazing week, but it's just kept going.
You know, if Juneau people know that July can be a rain fest.
Yeah.
So, that we had as many sunshine days as we've had, super excited.
Yeah, it's been really, really crazy. I've been getting out for sure and feeling the heat. It's been getting a little stuffy, but I've been feeling the heat. And it's surprising too, because everybody knows you don't trust the Apple app. You don't trust Weather Underground. You trust NOAAweather.gov. www.noaaweather.gov.
Sunshine and blueberries. Hello.
I want to be a blueberry. No, I will become one. I will become one, like that girl on Willy Wonka, Violet. I will become the blueberry and start rolling down the hill. I forced my peoples up Spalding Meadows and just went crazy. We went absolutely crazy. They are just left and right, just everywhere.
Okay, what's the size of the blueberries that you're finding?
Well, that's an interesting thing because it really depends. I feel like it depends on how high you get up. Because that's why we went up Spalding, because they were a little bigger, right? And really kind of nice size. Some of them were still a little smaller, but they're really getting that plumpness that really sunshine gives them. They need that sunshine to really get that plumpness. So, tip on if you are out there picking blueberries and you want to know how to take care of them afterwards, make sure to douse them in cold water or some sort of seltzer water to get rid of the little bugs inside. And I love just getting them packaged and frozen into my freezer as fast as possible for those of you who are new to the picking realm in Alaska. Big news about the bus in Juneau. Do you want to tell us about it, Molly?
Yeah, so the bus in Juneau is packed with tourists.
They're still standing at the bus stop, by the way.
Yeah.
Still.
It's so packed with tourists that if they are full on the bus, they just go right by. People waiting to get on the bus. I
can't believe that though, that they would just. I can believe it because it's full, right? But at the same time, you just are It's unfathomable that they just drive by the bus stop. You're
well, what else are they gonna do? I don't know. They may have a fix that's in, but the thing that is causing this problem is there's so many people wanting to go see the glacier that they actually sell those slots to tour operators. Yeah. Well, all of those have been sold out.
Yeah.
So there's no more capacity. So if you want to go see the glacier, you either take an Uber or you get on the bus.
Or a taxi. There are taxi services that make themselves kind of tour guides for a time. You might notice though, if you're driving down Mendenhall, back loop or anything, all those people sitting at the bus stop, I saw them this weekend, sitting there waiting they're tourists, guys, they're tourists.
So what about cabin rentals? We were talking about this earlier.
I mean, it's a free-for-all, and it's like mass transit. Everybody run for the exit or entrance as fast as possible, because you gotta get it and you gotta get it now.
I never can time it right.
I know.
I know. Can time it right.
So what we're trying to explain is that if you are interested in renting a cabin in the Juneau vicinity, Juneau vicinity, because it does apply to Admiralty, just those other areas that you may have to fly out to or boat out to, it still applies. But there is a very narrow window slot at the beginning of July that you gotta be up at midnight, not like 1 a.m. it's over, by midnight, and you gotta have your finger on the clicker and be able to practice that as fast as possible.
So what are you saying, Alex? Are you saying that people are hoarding cabin slots?
Yes.
Are you saying that the wife is in one room and the husband's in the living room?
Oh, yeah.
And they're on separate computers ready to get their dates?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. That is absolutely what I'm saying. I have people that I work with. They walk into work and they go, I rented it. I was able to do it. They like congratulate themselves, right? Congratulate themselves. But if you want the shady deal, the backside deal, the backdoor deal, you get on Juneau Cabin Rental on Facebook, and people will resell their cabin rentals that they figured out that actually they can't make it.
So I've gotten one like that. Actually, I've gotten two like that.
I've never won. I never win. Why do I never win? I sometimes I find it too daunting. That's number one. Everyone, if you'll notice the comments, it'll be like, I'm next. It's kind of like the birds on Finding Nemo. Mine. Yeah,
I love it. It just goes to show you, Juneau people love to be outdoors, right?
Yes, absolutely.
This is such a gorgeous place. We love to go camping, even though it might hurt our back. But we can't wait to be outdoors. It's such a gorgeous place. So
for
hey,
sure,
it's a testament to where we live.
For sure. But I just wanted to add in that it doesn't mean that sometimes people don't return their cabin. So if you go on recreation.gov or on the State of Alaska website, you can still try to secure a cabin, and I totally recommend it because I've done it that way while Molly's got her backdoor deal. I have gone through the website. It's very easy. And it is a really, really great way to get out, kind of push yourself to get out. All the cabins, they do make sure to furnish with heating oil, and they will not have wood, so you'll need to bring your own wood. Sometimes people leave little things like plates and forks and games. Always read the visitor log. Always, greatest stories you'll ever hear or read are in that log. So make sure to get out there and test your luck in your cabin rental adventure. So today, our conversation is property taxes. Dun, dun, dun. Why does the city and borough of Juneau have property taxes, and what is their purpose? That is what we're investigating today. Every community in America uses a tax structure to support itself. Pretty standard, right? That's our thought. In Juneau, one of our tax structures is property taxes. Today, Frank Bergstrom is going to give us some history about how property taxes came about and how they are used and analyzed. Welcome.
Well, thanks, Alec.
Awesome.
So first, Frank, we should hear a little bit about you.
Yeah.
And your history here in Juneau.
Well, simple enough. I am a property owner and real estate or real property taxpayer, just like everybody else. And I want to be educated and informed on how that's done. I spent a long career in the mining business as well as small business. And what can you say? Just another Joe around town. And importantly, I think anything that we say here today is not necessarily to be taken as advice. It's just simply the sum total of our experiences, our education, our research to better understand this situation, and we're attempting to share that information with others, and I think that's a very useful tool.
Absolutely.
We're going to get deep down into it right away. So what does our city charter say about property taxes?
Well, of course, Alaska became a state in 1959, very early in 1959, and then through a couple of iterations of organization of cities and boroughs between Douglas and Juneau, we became the combined city and borough of Juneau in 1970. That's when the final charter, or the current charter, was finalized, I should say. And in that charter, it specifies that the city will be able to collect both a property tax as well as a sales tax. So that's the authorizing legislation that created the borough and its taxing authority. It's a first-class borough, so we offer schools and all the things that a city can do, and has to collect the taxes in order to pay for that. And the two ways, as we say, is through property tax and sales tax. There's two components to a property tax. First is your assessment. So the city has an assessor, oddly enough, and that group of people assesses what is the total value of your home or your business, whatever it might be, every year. So they come up with a total value of your property on a yearly basis and keep that updated.
Now, does the charter say what criteria that goes by?
Yes, it does. It is to be assessed or calculated based on the, if I get this right now, it's an acronym, the AAAO, Alaska Association of Assessing Officers.
Okay.
Listed in the code is
Yeah.
the Alaska Association of Assessing Officers, as well as the International Association of Assessing Officers.
So that's actually listed in our charter?
Mm-hmm. It's in, excuse me, it's not in the charter, it's in the enacting legislation or the ordinance that gives the city the authority to collect those taxes.
So where does the term fair market value come in?
It's not necessarily the fair market value, it's the full market value.
Full market.
So in other words, without any exemptions or discounts or anything like that, the assessor's responsibility is to come up with a full value for your property with nothing deleted, nothing deducted.